What's up and welcome guys, and thank you guys for clicking on the video and watching. And if you are new to this and you like it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do there. But welcome to this one here, as I'm going to go over the Southwest Division, and it's a pretty cool division with the Mavericks, the Spurs, the Hornets, the Rockets, and the Grizzlies. Every team of them has their own history and what we've been able to accomplish here in our 3-year offline save. Now we're entering the 4th year here. And I'm going to go through each one of them. You saw the Spurs just recently play on my last video, and we went over the Northwest teams over there as well too. And now we're going to give you the Dallas Mavericks right now. These are the picks they've had. They lost the #1 pick. They made some moves. They made some trades in the past, and it didn't work out for them because players left. Players did not want to stay. New York owns their first-round pick. They did take a couple of picks, players from New York. And it didn't work out the way, and they've been a playoff team consistently, like 46 record, 50 record. They've been consistent. Jason Kidd on the fold now. They traded Steve Nash for him, and Alvin Williams went to, and it was all a trade. It was all craziness and all great stuff right there. But Kidd here with Van Axel, Michael Finley, Dirk Nowitzki. This team here has potential, but there is some spots there that they are getting older, and they might want to find replacements. But losing them in the draft's not going to help out. I mean, they have a solid bench, a solid backcourt. It's just going to rely on Dirk and Jason Kidd, seeing what they can do together as a team. And here comes their previous records. 46-36 was last year, then 47-35, then 49-33 when Kidd joined the lineup right there. So it's been a consistency for them. They are making the playoffs, but not making it far into the playoffs. And Don Nelson is still their coach here, and the Mavericks want to either break out this season or figure out what is the missing piece, what is the missing element to them right now. And we're going to move on to the next team, but the Mavericks, no joke in our save. And then we have New Orleans here. New Orleans, who was pretty good and almost dominant in the Eastern Conference. When they were in the Eastern Conference, they moved last year to the Western Conference, and they're still a good team, solid team. But some of their weaknesses were exposed. They still got Baron Davis. They got Glenn Robinson. They got Jamal Mashburn, Tyson Chandler, Jamal McGlure. They don't have a bad team. There are some pieces that are a little bit older, like PJ Brown, and they need to figure out replacements. They're in the same kind of situation the Mavericks are in, actually, except they have draft picks. They got to figure out, they can make the playoffs, but how do you make a deep run in the playoffs? How do you make that? As you can see, look at them, 47-35, 51-31 right before they left the East, and then 48. Like, this is a team that has it. Mike Thomas is leading the charge here in New Orleans, and they're figuring it out. They're figuring out ways to make the playoffs, but once you get in the playoffs, it has not gone well for the Hornets. They haven't been able to make the finals, and they want to make that finals with this core, but it's dwindling. The draft picks are there. We'll see what they can do as the season goes through. The Grizzlies up next, and this team, man, poor Grizzlies. They don't even got a first-round pick because they gave that first-round pick when they thought they had a chance at the championship. They lost Pau Gasol, and then everything just went downhill. They lost Pau Gasol, and I'll tell you right now when they lost him. Right now, 23-59. Yep, that was their first season without Pau Gasol. And right now, they're a young team. One playoff appearance. Deron Williams, who they were able to draft last year. Christopher has been pretty good. Desmond Mason trying to come into his own. Wingate, also another top pick for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph, Zebo. They're 3-10 this year. The rookies are going to be leading them. I think they believe that next season is their season to kind of break out. This is just a learning curve. Kevin Martin as well. There's some young pieces on this team that can shine and can rise above it. We'll just have to wait and see, if that happens next year. So don't expect anything from the Grizzlies this year. They got Jameer Nelson as well. He's injured, but don't expect anything from the Grizzlies this year. They are one of the bottom teams in the Western Conference, but they believe with the talent that they have, they'll get it. And look at that. After a 55-win season, Pau Gasol, Jason Richardson, Desmond Mason on the same squad. Contracts ran up, and well, things happen. And Pau Gasol went elsewhere. Jason Richardson, as you guys have seen, went to the Timberwolves, and now this team had to think, we're gonna have to rebuild. And this is another rebuilding year. As you can look at the record, it's 3-10, but they've got some pieces, they've got some good players, and they're just gonna have to figure out how to put that all together. Deron Williams and Zebo, definitely the two key players for them. They believe in Zebo as being the core, the anchor for them, and they believe Deron Williams will be that guy next to him. And we'll wait and see how it turns out for the Grizzlies. And again, no first round pick next year in the 2006 draft, but in the 2027 draft they will have that pick. Then we move on to the Spurs, who in real life at this point had already won a championship here. Not yet. They haven't got the title, but they've been a very, very, very good team. 53-29 wins was last year. Ginobili still has not broken out yet. That's the thing yet. Tony Parker has already started breaking out. You got Antonio Daniels, who's back on the Spurs here. Mo Pete, who they were able to get in trades. They brought him in for some offensive help since Ginobili wasn't bringing it in. Duncan, almost at a 99. He's at a 96 right now. Duncan and Parker are the two stars of this team, and they're going to do what they have to do. The center position, they got a young center in Eldon Parker that they got in the draft. He can be replaced if need to. They're believing in him. Malik Rose still in the squad. Sasha Vujacic, Matt Bonner, Bruce Bowen. They got a center right here in Stefania, who won a most improved for a 1.8. Robinson. This is a team right here that can maybe make a nice little run at the playoffs this year. We'll have to wait and see. It all depends on Ginobili. I think he needs to break out from it. Like you can see his points per game. It hasn't gone anything crazy yet. But the Spurs have been finding ways to win. They were 53 wins last year, and then before that 54, and then 46. They are finding ways to win, and they're still consistent with Duncan and Parker. And I think their goal now is get to the finals, win a title, and be happy with that, because that's where you have to be to get there. The Rockets, on the other hand, have been bad. And recently, I think after last season, they finally changed it around, turned it around a little bit. But this year, they own a #1 pick of the Heat. They have a couple other picks as well. They got the Mavericks 2007 pick. They're in a rebuilding mode. Last year, 41-41, so that's an improvement. And this year, they want to make a better jump there. They're 7-5 right now. Jose Calderon, Coutinho Mobley, who's been kind of quiet. Usually he was a little bit bad. I thought he would have been better, but no, he's been very quiet. Last year they got Tim Thomas, Zach Beasley, a rookie that they've got, who, look at him, 82. He's helping out with Yao Ming at 91. They were able to trade for Antonio McDyess this year and Adonal Foyle, so they got both those men in the New York trade, and they're bringing both these guys from New York to try to help the bench and try to bring in some depth for them. John Salmon's on the bench, Juwan Howard. Anywhere he goes, they seem to do very well. He was with the Lakers, they did well. He was with Detroit, they did very well. Now he's here with Houston. Keon Dooling could be a nice little piece as well. Newbill as well. Again, I think the Rockets have nice pieces, and I think this year could be a playoff run. Not a deep one, but I think they can make the playoffs. As you can see, the record, 18 wins, 22, and then last year they doubled it. They almost doubled it up. They got really good at 41-41. So that's a big improvement for them, and they're going to take that. But with this all being shown right now, this is the Southwest Division right here. It's always a fun division. They're hoping to finally make a deep playoff run and maybe a finals appearance, because it's all been the Pacific Conference so far. And this is the Western Conference in my save here. And, it's all exciting for me. There's several teams that are very exciting for me to watch, and hopefully it is for you guys as well. And I'll put games out like I've done it. I don't add commentary because it's almost an hour video, but I let the commentary just run, and we will have fun. And I'll show you other games as well, because I'm going to just, the way I'm going to do it, you'll see what I'm going to do. I'll explain it later. But thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here.